Hey East, this is Connor, and here's my submission for Digimon Taskmaster number 2. I had a lot of fun working on this task, and this is the best solution I was able to come up with. I'm going to show the full combo, and then I'm going to go over the letters at the very end, just to make things a little bit easier. Okay, so our setup, we have 4 memory, and then a Pulsemon over a Viximon and Raising. We're going to go ahead and draw for turn, and bring out our Pulsemon. Pulsemon's start of main effect, we can add a Leon Alexander to its sources. We're adding Hacker Judge, since that counts as Leon Alexander. Since we have more than 3 security, we gain a memory, doesn't really matter. Next, we're going to use this opportunity since we have a green source to play Hell Masquerade for 1 memory. This card does nothing for us except we get a Q. Next, we're going to Digivolve Pulsemon into Cubimon for 2 memory. Its effect lets us play a Rika since we don't have one out. Next, we're going to Digivolve into Taumon for 3 memory. We're going to use Taumon's on Digivolve effect to play a plugin for free to play Digivolution plugin S. We'll start by triggering the Viximon, draw a card here, and then the Digivolution plugin effect, we draw 1, and then we get to Digivolve into something that costs 3 or less for free. So we'll go ahead and Digivolve into Kazuhumon for 0. Kazuhumon's effect, we get to play a yellow, or actually any color, any option card with a cost of 5 or less from our hand for free. So we're going to play Revelation of Light. Revelation of Light's main effect lets us search our security and then play out a yellow level 4 or lower Digimon. So we play out Wizardmon. Now, Wizardmon's on play effect, we can trash our top or bottom security to give one of our opponent's Digimon minus DP. The minus DP doesn't matter here, and to avoid having to run this a ton of times, I'm just going to go ahead and trash our bottom security here to play out this Gatomon. Gatomon plays itself from security when it's trashed, and then its Altern's effect when a card's removed from our security will gain 1 memory. Again, memory gain doesn't really matter here. Okay, the Gatomon is actually the only card in the combo that doesn't get us any new letters, but we will be using X Antibody Protoform to Digivolve Gatomon into Gatomon X Antibody for 0, and then that goes into sources. Finally, we're going to be swinging with Kazuhumon. Since Kazuhumon counts as a Sukuyamon, we can use Rika here to play a plugin for free. We'll be playing Recharge Plugin Q. Again, the actual effect doesn't do anything for us here, we just need the Q. And then finally, we're going to use the Taumon's Inheritable effect that lets us use a yellow option with a cost of 2 or less for free. So we'll be playing out Wonder Stomp. Wonder Stomp's effect, we get to draw a card and then play a yellow level 3 Digimon with the Puppet trait. Actually, it doesn't have to be yellow, but it is yellow. We're going to play out Junkmon. This check could go through, it doesn't matter. Finally, at this point, we simply pass turn, which doesn't actually cost any memory, and then we'll use the end of turn effect from this Hacker Judge to play itself out from the sources of Kazuhumon. Alright, that's the full combo. To go over the memory usage real quick, we spent 1 memory on Hell Masquerade, we spent 2 memory digivolving into Cubimon, and then we spent 3 memory digivolving into Taumon. Everything else we did was either 0 memory, like the Protoform, or we got to do for free, like playing up the Wizardmon with Revelation, playing Revelation with Kazuhumon, and all of the other effects. Okay, so Pulsemon gave us our first usage of ELMNOPSNU, no big surprise there. Hell Masquerade gave us our first and second use of A, our first use of D, our first use of the very important Q, H, and R, as well as our second use of E, L, M, S, and U. Cubimon gave us our first usage of B, I, K, and Y, as well as our second usage of N and O. Rika was just our second use of I, K, and R. Taumon was our first use of T. The Digivolution plug-in S was our first and second use of G, as well as our first use of V, and then our second use of D, P, and T. Kazuhumon was our first use of Z, as well as our second use of H. Revelation of Light was our first use of F and our second use of V. Wizardmon was our first use of W and our second use of T. Gatomon didn't get us anything. X Protoform was our first use of X and our second use of B, F, and Y. And then Gatomon X Antibody was our second use of X. Recharge Plug-in Q was our first use of C and our second use of Q. Wonder Stomp was our second use of W. Junkmon was our first use of J, and then the Hacker Judge we play out at the very end of turn are the final letters we need, which are the second C and the second J. Like I said, I had a really fun time working on this challenge. I tried making something work with Leopardmon and Leopardmon X. Really the challenge of this is getting the Qs. There's really not that many cards in the game that have the letter Q in them. I think I got a decent solution. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something out there that's a little better than it, but 6 memory is pretty good. And in case of ties, we use 16 cards in this combo total, unless you count the Viximon egg, which we do need the draw from. So that would be 17 cards, including the Viximon. All right, have fun, and let's keep playing some Digimon.